Right, good evening, everybody. Waving in front of the whole camera there, Nick. It's a problem when the 6'6" guy waves. Blocks the whole cinema screen. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to DuePoint. Good evening to everyone who's tuned in around the country on our live stream. So welcome to our head office. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending about 35 minutes with you this evening. I hope to give you enough information this evening that has made your visit worthwhile. And so if you do have any questions while we are going through this presentation, wait until we are done and then go speak to the person that has been kind enough to introduce you to this business opportunity. If you are online, you are most welcome to ask any questions on the live chat. At the same time, let us know where you're from, and I hope you have a whole room of guests with you wherever you are watching from remotely. All right, so let's begin. As I said, you're here at DuePoint's head office. We are a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. I will touch on Constantia a little bit more and our business structure a bit more towards the end of the presentation. But know that DuePoint is part of a business which is a registered insurance company. We are one of the oldest insurance companies in the country. We were founded in 1952. Who was born before 1952? None of you. Okay, you before. Okay, there we go. One person. So we'll all call you sir, but the rest of you must call Constantia sir as well. Right? Respect your elders. Am I right? Respect your elders. We are a business that is nearly 70 years old, but DuePoint is fairly new. As a division, we are only 4 years old. We opened our doors to members of the public 4 years ago, to the month. 2 weeks ago was our 4th birthday. When we opened our doors to the members of the public, we wanted this business to achieve a couple of things. One, to get rid of a lot of the risk that we face in the economy at the moment. We wanted this business to create social impact. In other words, we wanted a business that impacted people's lives, right? And we wanted a business that allowed anyone, any South African, any member of the community, any member of the public to come empower themselves through entrepreneurship. And so what we did was we created a division very much focused around what we call social entrepreneurship. Right? Social entrepreneurship is where community is able to get into business to empower themselves. And that is what this presentation is all about. This is not a presentation, actually. It is an invitation. It is an invitation to come join us in business, to come partner with this company called DuePoint. And our mandate together, what I'm going to ask you to do, your responsibility in this partnership, is to help us build greater channels of distribution. Right? We want this business to impact every South African in every corner of our country. And we cannot do that on our own. We require members of the public to go do that, to help us with that, purely through word of mouth. If you can go out and connect other people to our business successfully, well, then you get to share in the benefits of this business. And this business is about wealth creation. I'm going to go through the benefits now, one by one. We've got a whole bunch of benefits. And I hope they resonate with you, right? Because when we thought about designing this business, when we founded this business, and the effect that we've seen this business have over the last 4 years, these benefits really do impact people's lives, right? But this is for you to decide. So, number one, you're part of a business that creates additional income. That's why you're here this evening. Yes? Money, right? You're here for the money. But the nature of the income that we produce is very important to understand. Why? Because there are many business opportunities that claim to be able to make you money. Not so. How many businesses? I bet you can tell me 5. Off the top of your head, you can tell me 5. Maybe 3 of them are already closed down since the last time they told you they can make you money, right? But there are very few businesses that create true recurring income. Insurance companies create recurring income. And you get to share in that benefit. What is recurring income? Why is recurring income so wonderful? Because when you make recurring income, because the recurring income is based on an asset based in that insurance company, we call it a book, right? So you go speak to anyone in insurance, talk about books, they will tell you what a book is. It is an insurance company's asset of policyholders, right? And you get to almost earn a royalty of what the value is of that book that you helped create here at DuePoint. And so what's the benefit of that? The benefit of that is that it frees you of that risk I spoke about earlier. What is the risk we're all facing at the moment? The risk we all face at the moment is that the only way we create income currently is through activity, aka jobs, employment. That's how the majority of us create income, right? But that's the problem, because in our economy that's being threatened. Unemployment, retrenchment, retirement, health issues. If anything threatens your ability to be active, to do your job, then you don't earn income. Here, the opportunity is to get involved in a business that doesn't rely on activity to pay you income. That might sound confusing. You think, well, do I do nothing then? No, you build up an asset. The asset is what pays you at DuePoint. I'm going to speak about this more when I speak about the power of an asset. This business can pay you while you're sleeping. I ran a business for 15 years of my life before I joined DuePoint. And that business also didn't create recurring income. It was the same as employment. I had to work every hour. All the staff I had to work every hour to create the income we needed every month to pay expenses and salaries. And I realized that I would have to work for the rest of my life, even beyond retirement. Right? And my father warned me. He said, don't get involved in business that doesn't pay you while you're sleeping. And I thought to myself, what business pays you while you're sleeping? I don't understand. Businesses that are based on assets. Businesses that create recurring income pay you while you're sleeping. Right? And that's why this type of business is very attractive, while other business opportunities aren't, because other business opportunities are based on activity, they are sales-based, and they are commission-based. That is not good business. Rich people get involved in creating assets, not making money through activity. We have the power of duplication. This is your opportunity to go build a team around you. We allow you the benefit of getting a team around you to help you build your channel of distribution. In other words, help you connect way more people than you can on your own. What does this do for you? If you've got a team collaborating with you, this wonderful teamwork, connecting hundreds of people a month instead of just a few, it means your income can grow exponentially quickly here at DuePoint. Again, something that can't happen if your income is tied to activity. Why? Because you only have 24 hours in a day. You want to be able to take that 24 hours and times it by 1,000. Yes! That's where wealth lies, right? And so that is through power of duplication. I'll show it to you shortly. Flexi time. This business has become so convenient to do because we've invested heavily in technology. We've got a smartphone app that runs on your smartphone that allows you to build your channel of distribution. That means you can do business, real business, get involved in entrepreneurship here at DuePoint, anywhere in the country. You can be in a rural area, you can be in an urban area, you can be an extrovert, right? We all think business is for extroverts. No, this business is also for introverts, for shy people. Who's shy? Anyone shy here? There's a few of us, right? I don't want to go talk to people. You can do this business from the luxury of your home. You don't have to leave home if you don't want to, right? We make this all possible because of the technology that we leverage here at DuePoint. Our business is very much about wealth creation, but always at the same time are we worried about wealth protection. You must always protect what you build, the wealth that you create, right? And so when I introduce you to our products, you will see that reflected in our products. And then at the same time, we've got 2 new services that are absolutely free for all wealth engineers. Free. They are free. As I say it again, they are free. Legal access, mahala, we know that word. Legal access and medical. 2 services. One's a lawyer, one's a healthcare professional, a doctor, nurses, qualified people that can give you support and help you with all your legal requirements and help you with any doctor requirements that you have. For free. Did I say for free? For free, right? For every active wealth engineer. And then the business has been purposely designed to be low risk. Remember at the outset, I said to you, we wanted to create a business that allowed people to come empower themselves, right? But no, at the same time, we don't put a price tag on it. There's no registration fee to join DuePoint. There's no starter kits you have to buy. There's no boxes of samples outside you're going home with tonight. We've removed the risk. You're at liberty to try do this business, to become a DuePoint wealth engineer, even though you don't know what you're doing, knowing that you can still join, still try do this business because there's nothing to lose. There should be absolutely no fear or trepidation in your heart this evening. Why do we do that? Because if we want to create a country where there's empowerment, true empowerment, when we want to create opportunity, we can't attach a price tag so that the people that join the business lose if they don't succeed. Because we have lots of people that join and don't succeed at DuePoint because they don't do anything. But I can go to bed at night knowing that I didn't jeopardize them because I didn't ask them for registration costs or starter kits or tell them buy 1,000 rands worth of box of samples, right? And so at the same time, you should feel comfortable going to connect people to this business knowing there's nothing to lose should they try this business. Yes, very important. No qualifications or experience requirements. And then most importantly, this build an asset is tied to the recurring income. You build an asset, a channel of distribution, a stake in an insurance company. This thing you build is treated as a legal asset that you have legal tender over. That means you legally own it. It means you can sell it. If it's producing income every single month, whether you're working or not, it has got a lot of value. You can sell it. It will never retrench you. Who knows they're never going to get retrenched? I love that question because no one can put their hand up. Right? Isabel's a wealth engineer. Assets can't retrench you. Do assets retire you? Who's going to get retired one day? All of us. Even me. What happens when we hit retirement? The income ends. The people who had attached all their income to activity, to jobs, their income comes to a grinding halt. 1 month you earn, the next month it's gone. It's gone. How many people do you know have got a great retirement plan in place? I don't want to ask you because I embarrass all of us. How many people do you know? Well, we know the statistics, right? Because we've got brokers in the industry, financial advisors. They're looking at people all the time, trying to advise them. It is dismal. That number is getting smaller and smaller. The amount of people that can retire financially independent is almost non-existent. Do assets retire you? No. So my point is stop giving your 8 hours a day to your employer, thinking that it's going to set you up for life. It's not. It's not. Why do we give 45 years to somebody else? Think about that. 8 hours a day for 45 years we're going to give to somebody else. What do we get in return? Does the boss say to you, we've had a good month, I'm going to give you extra this month? Does the boss say to you, oh, here's a dividend check because the company's done well this quarter? Does the boss say to you, here's shares that'll carry on paying you beyond retirement? No, 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 and no. As employees, we don't get to share in the upside of the businesses we work in. When you're involved in entrepreneurship, when you own the asset you're building, yes, yes, and yes. This business pays people beyond retirement. Through your 60s, through your 70s, you're still going to be earning income every single month from DuePoint. Even when you get so old that you're infirm and you can't even leave the house, DuePoint is still going to pay you every month. And so I'm hoping that when you look at the list of benefits, you go, this is a business I can invest my time into. Not in the short term, in the long term. In the long term. I want people involved in the long term. Why? Because our ambition when we started the business was to create social impact. That doesn't happen over 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year or 3 years. It happens over the long term. When people are involved in this business for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, that's where we see families' lives changed beyond generations, right? Because if you can spend time building an asset every single day, imagine how big it can get. At our day jobs, we're lucky if we get 3%. 3% increase a year. We're lucky. Inflation is more than that. So there's a problem already, right? And then finally, there's absolutely no selling in our business. How many of you were worried when you came here? I was going to ask you to sell something. Everyone looks down and smiles. There's no selling. There's no selling involved in our business, right? That's my job. I will tell you about the products. I will sell the products to you. Your job is to get people to sit their bums on these chairs, watching online, right? That's your only job, to connect people to the opportunity. That's the number one necessity in the country at the moment, is opportunity. Where do we find opportunity today? Here. Opportunities here at DuePoint. All you have to do is get someone just to come look. Your job is not to convince them to join DuePoint. Your job is to convince them to come sit down for 35 minutes. That's all you have to do, right? Our products that I'm going to show you are intangible products. They are financial products. So we don't have a box of samples, and we don't even have a box of products outside. Who's been in the business of boxes? Yes, me too. It's a rubbish business, let me tell you. Expiry dates, stock distribution, samples. People want to touch it, smell it. Don't touch it unless you're going to buy it. Right? All those problems with tangible products. We don't have that problem. Our products are intangible. They are shiny, they smell nice, they never expire, and IT systems take care of the distribution and stock automatically. You don't even have to bat an eyelid over a product ever in this business. Think about that. Ever. No requirement of selling either. But your success at DuePoint is dependent on you able to create a channel of distribution. So I'm going to show you what one looks like, an aerial view of a channel growing. It begins with you. You have to make the decision that you want to be part of this business. You want to partner with us. You join. You become a wealth engineer, a product owner, and most importantly, that you go out and start telling people about DuePoint. That is where the wealth lies. In this little example, we've got 5 people that have joined this person. 5. Those 5 people that joined that person joined for pretty much the same reason you joined. And so they go out and start connecting their own people, right? Because they're building their own channel. But what they're doing, what we allow them to do is help you build your channel. You get to enjoy the benefit of all the people that keep going out and connecting more people and more people and more people. That is the power of duplication. That is the leverage that we afford you in this business. Every single product owner that you see on the screen is affording you a monthly return, because this is a stake that you have built in an insurance company that pays you real recurring income, not based on sales. You didn't have to sell a single thing. Not a single thing. You own this. You can sit at home next month. Actually, better yet, you can go to the beach next month. Who wants to go to the beach for the whole month? Whole of March. The whole of March, sit on the beach. If you had to do that, DuePoint will still pay you next month. Even though you did nothing, you told no one about the business. DuePoint will still pay you. Why? Because we pay you for the channel you built, not for your activity. It's not sales, it's not commission. This is real entrepreneurship. Rich people build assets. That is the invitation, to come help us build the greatest asset in the country. And at the same time, empower everyone that you connect to this business. How do we pay our wealth engineers? In the middle of every single month, they get an SMS from the bank saying they've been paid. What's the date? It was last week, Monday. Last week, Monday, all our qualified wealth engineers got that magic SMS. The one that says credit. You know that one? You all look confused because you only get the debit one. Huh? You only get the debit one. I'm talking about the credit one. Credit. Maybe you get 1 a month. That's a good start. You get 1 a month. But to get 2 of those SMSs a month, to be told that you've got 2 streams of income coming into your bank account, into your life, right? This is how we pay our wealth engineers. Very easy to calculate. So when you go out and start connecting people to DuePoint, everyone you connect to DuePoint falls on your first point. Look at the table. On your first point, you get paid 55 Rand for every product, every month, right? Those first pointers, these people go out and connect people on your second point. On your second point, again, you earn 55 Rand for every product every month. The second pointers introduce people on the third point, the third to the fourth, so on and so forth. As people start connecting people to DuePoint in your channel, that product gets further away from you. The further the way the product gets, that multiplier starts to reduce, right? By point 8, you are still earning 1 Rand 10 for every product on point 8 every month. And we don't limit you at point 8. There is no limitation. We don't limit you on the size of your business here at DuePoint. There's no limitation to how much money you can earn at DuePoint. Again, my point 2, we're looking to see people commit long-term to this business. Because I know if someone can get to point 30, we've had people get to point 30. Do you know how big a channel that is? It's massive. We're talking 6, 7, 8,000 people in their businesses. They've done that in the space of 24 months. What can someone do in 40 years? How much money can you make every month if you've built a business over 40 years? When you can say to someone, I've built one of the biggest stakes in one of the biggest insurance companies in South Africa. How much money would you be earning then? That's what we're selling here. That's what we're selling. We have a path to success that'll explain to you how much money typically someone that's very moderately busy in our business could earn over 60 months, right? This person has been connecting 2 people every single month on their first point. 2 every single month, right? After 6 months with some duplication, your business will be paying you about 2,500 Rand a month. This will jump up very quickly. Why? Exponential growth. Right? Because those people that you keep connecting, they go out and start connecting other people. And so you have a very sharp increase in your income. At month 12, you're close to 10,000 Rand per month. After 2 years in the business, you're going to be close to 30,000 Rand a month. 3 years in the business, close to 50,000 Rand a month. It keeps going up. This is not a 3% increase annually that you've got to beg your boss for. This is an increase that you're in charge of. You're in charge of the increase. Put more effort in, you get more money. 4 years in the business, you're going to be close to 70,000 Rand a month. And then we've estimated about 60 months in the business, you're going to be close to 85,000 Rand a month. It is academic. But we've got people doing it. Right? The proof is in the pudding. We've got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everybody is different. Everyone's different. The biggest month in our business has been 175,000 in a month. Think about taking that home in 1 month, 175,000 Rand. You get to decide what you want from our business. I don't decide what you get. It's already cast in black and white what we pay you. You now have to decide how much you want from DuePoint. How can I say that? I can say it because there's nothing stopping any person from joining DuePoint, number one. There's no CVs on the table outside. Did I ask for a CV? Do I interview you before you can join? No. Anyone can join, right? So if anyone can join, and the system is identical for everybody, well then surely you're at liberty to decide how much you want from DuePoint. Are you the person that wants 1,000 Rand a month, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million Rand a month? There's going to be someone that earns 1 million Rand a month in this business. That makes me excited. We're only 4 years into the business. We've already paid out over 21 million to South Africans in 4 years. We started at zero. Zero. We started in this room with 120 people in this room. 4 years ago, 120 people. That's all we had. Only 6 of them said they're interested in doing DuePoint. 4 years later, we've paid 17,000 people 21.4 million Rand. Now we've got all those people connecting other people, growing bigger and bigger. Channels are getting bigger and bigger. Are you going to get involved now? Or are you going to wait and see? Let me wait and see what happens. Get involved now. Decide what you want out of DuePoint. No one is stopping you. Only the person looking in the mirror is stopping you. Give that person a slap and say, wake up, man, let's start working. Looking in the mirror, how long do you want to look? Let's go. Let's go. Why? Because there's nothing to lose. There's no downside at DuePoint. What's it going to cost you? On top of the returns program, we've got a rewards program. The rewards program is added benefit for all our wealth engineers. When your channel starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, we call them ranks, right? It's milestones in the size of your channel. They take on the form of all kinds of things, mostly big cash checks, but we've got tools, we've got holidays, we've got cars, we've got all kinds of things waiting for you. On top of that money, we're paying you every single month. At rank 5, we give you a business toolkit made up of DuePoint merchandise, valued at 1,200 Rand. At rank 7, you get amazing luxury business cards. They cost us 17,000 Rand to manufacture, and you get 1,000 of those business cards emblazoned in gold. Your business cards are the most expensive business cards in South Africa. Rank 9, we get to invite you and your family to our Rank 9 International Conference. It's 7 days away. It's an all expenses paid trip. We only fly business class at DuePoint, and you get to enjoy this trip every single year for the rest of your life. Think about that. You get to enjoy this trip not once. It's not a competition. When you get to 1,000 products in your qualified channel, you're earning about 20,000 Rand a month, and DuePoint takes you away every single year for the rest of your life. So take a look. I want you to feel what is waiting for you at DuePoint. You can take your shoes off if you want to put your feet in the sand. Look at the kids sitting in business class. Look, kids, your kids. How does that look? It's for you. It's designed for you. Very excitingly, this week, the person that organizes these trips, we've got a very professional individual. I actually used to deal with that individual when I worked for Investec. And he delivered a new proposal for our destination for 2020. We're already planning the next trip. Some of these wealth engineers, they're on their 4th trip already with us. In December, they're going to be coming with us on their 5th trip. The record is 5 months. 5 months to rank 9. Someone's done it in. Have we got some achievers here? I can see some nodding over here. Some achievers. You decide how quickly it takes to get to rank 9. We don't reset you. It's not an annual thing, right? If you want to take 5 years to get to 1,000 people in your channel, take as long as you like. Or take as short as you like. 2 ranks later, we buy you a brand new car. We spend R250,000 buying you a brand new car, cash. Cash. We pay for it cash. There's no T's and C's. You can quit DuePoint the next day. We're not going to take the car away from you. It's your car. No stickers on the car. Now some of them, they put the big sticker on the side of the car. There's no stickers. It's your car. You get to park that car at home. There's no debit order at the end of the month. There's no finance. You've bought a brand new car cash. How many people can say that in South Africa? That buy brand new cars cash. That's yours. At rank 11, the program goes up to rank 28. We don't have time to get to rank 28. This is your first 2 years at DuePoint. This is what I want you to do in 2 years at DuePoint. There's way more waiting for you. Bigger cars, faster cars. Who are the people that like cars? Who likes cars? Me, I love cars. Right? There are much faster cars waiting for you at DuePoint. Luckily, the big boss is also a petrol head. Bigger holidays, more money, bigger checks. It's waiting for you at DuePoint. Again, long term. I want you to think long term. You're giving someone else 45 years. Why can't you give yourself some years? Yes? All of this is made possible on the products we've innovated. Our products are not arbitrary. Our products have been designed with wealth creation in mind. We're not selling milkshakes and all these funny other things that don't create wealth. We're trying to sell wealth at the same time and wealth protection, right? And so we've got our first product, Access Wealth. It is an investment and an insurance product rolled into one. 334 Rand a month. 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund. You get 125,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. Then we've got Wealth Guard. Wealth Guard is only insurance. 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. It's going to cost you only 249 Rand a month. We've got Family Wealth. It's funeral cover. 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover. You can add 5 dependents onto this product. You also get 10,000 Rand of debt protection with this product as the principal member. You can increase it to 10 dependents, as well as up to 30,000 Rands worth of cover. Then we've got Legal Guard. Legal Guard is legal indemnity. 250,000 Rand per matter that you might have. Think about that. They'll give you 250,000 Rand per legal matter that you face, right? With a host of legal services that come with that. Then we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points is designed to save you money. It's not a savings account. It is discounts and services with companies like Cell C, Mazda, Ford, Mahindra, ShopRite Checkers, so that you can spend less money every single month. If you can spend less, you can become debt-free sooner. If you can become debt-free sooner, you can become wealthier quicker, right? Those are the 5 products. We've got the 2 free services that I mentioned to you earlier, our DuePoint benefits for every single active wealth engineer, free of charge. Legal access, which is legal services at your disposal. You can have a lawyer on the phone any time of the day, 24 hours a day. And then medical. These are healthcare professionals that will speak to you with regards to any health issue. They specialize in pediatrics, frail care. This mitigates your need to go to a doctor. Did you know that 80% of doctor's visits don't end up in prescription? 80% of doctor's visits don't end up in prescription. We all go to the doctor because we're worried we need a prescription, right? Here you only have to be on the phone. They'll tell you whether you need a prescription or not. And so you get to save 80% of the time you go to doctors, the money you spend visiting the doctor, right? So these are 2 awesome benefits for all our active wealth engineers. We've got review videos on each of the products. Go watch the review videos. I went over those products really quickly. You get access into DuePoint for as little as 249 Rand a month. How much are you spending on DSTV? The gym, coffees, a sandwich at lunchtime. Do they make you money? This business is not only going to make you money, it is going to make you wealthy. Wealthy, right? So go watch the videos on our products. It'll give you a much greater sense of the benefits that you receive for each of those products. The Achiever Quest is a monthly incentive. for those people that are the ones that want money quickly. Lots of money, not a little bit of money, lots of money. 55 Rand per product. I want big money in my first month. This is how you do it. Go connect 10 people in your first month. If you do 10 people in your first month that pay successfully, it'll give you 5,000 Rand on top of your returns and rewards. Do 20 people, we'll give you 10,000 Rand. Do 30 people, we'll give you 15,000 Rand. You can do this every single month. That's an extra 180,000 Rand a year that you can make on top of your returns and rewards. So let's say you want to be one of those crazy people that go to rank 9 in 5 months. Rank 9 in 5 months. You're earning 20,000 Rand a month in 5 months' time. You're hitting the Achiever Quest. 3 stars every single month. That's 15,000 on top of the 20. Now you're earning 35,000 a month from your 5th month here at DuePoint. That's a lot of money. 500,000 Rand in your first year at DuePoint. And then you can take 3 months off and DuePoint will still pay you every single month. Why? Because we don't pay for activity, we pay for the asset that you built. Little bit of background on our business. I want you to go do your homework. Because I can talk and talk and talk and talk, but you're only going to believe in this business if you do your own homework. I don't know. I'm skeptical that way. Even when the boss says something, I double check it. I'm just built that way. I don't have a problem with people who are skeptical. Who arrived here skeptical? Put your hand up. Be proud. It means you're thinking. You're watching out for yourself. It's a good thing to be skeptical, right? But go do your homework. Go to the DuePoint website. Go to the Constantia website. Go look at our 70-year track record. You can go look at 70 years of business and go, is there anything I should be worried about? Go look at our board members, the founders of DuePoint. Go look at those people. Facebook them. Hello Peter them. I don't know. Investigate. Know that we are registered with the FSCA. That's our Financial Services Provider License number. Go to the FSCA's website. Type in Constantia. You'll see all the financial licenses we have. We are part of a listed company on the JSE called Conduit Capital. Go to their website. Go look at the annual report. Know that we are audited publicly every single year. It doesn't get more legit and transparent than this business. It doesn't, right? But don't believe it because I'm telling you. Believe it because you went to look for yourself. Why? Because when you go forward from this evening, you have to trust the business you've partnered with, and you have to be proud of the partnership you entered into. And you're going to have a sense of responsibility when you bring people into this business. You don't want to lead them astray. You want to lead them to opportunity. You must feel that in your heart. People will see it in your eye. They'll see whether you believe in the business you're talking about or not. Right? Is a very important step. And so the decision I want you to make on top of having done your homework is, how do you fit DuePoint into your life? Do you have space to fit DuePoint in your life? Maybe not right now, but you're going to go home and have a family meeting tonight, and you're going to make space. Right? You got kids. Who's got kids like me, young kids? There's no time in your life when you've got young kids around. They take up all the time, especially when I'm sitting in traffic all the time, going to schools, picking them up, sports. Make time. Figure out how you're going to fit this business into your life. Because if you treat it like a hobby, if you treat it like a New Year's resolution, if you only do it when you feel like it, I'm going to send you postcards from Mauritius. That's the closest you're going to get. I want you to be in Mauritius. I want you to tell everyone else about what Mauritius is like, what 5 stars is like, what ordering anything off the menu feels like without having to look at the price, what it feels like to stay in a room that costs 25,000 Rand a night to stay in. Figure out how to fit DuePoint into your life. Not a huge commitment, little bit of commitment, but regular. Little bit, but regular. Getting started. Register as a wealth engineer. The person hosting you can help you do that. 5 minutes, right? Download the DuePoint app for yourself onto your smartphone. That is your money-making app. There isn't any other app on your phone that makes money except DuePoint's. Download it. Install it. Figure out how to use it. Watch the training videos. Watch the training videos. Should only take about 7 years for you to become an expert in the business. Don't nod, I'm lying to you. 7 years. Are you crazy? It's not a degree. It's not a degree. Those kids at university are studying degrees. They've got a 50% chance of finding a job when they graduate. Here I'm telling you, go watch videos for 30 days and you can start making money in your first 30 days. You make the graduates look stupid, right? But go watch the training videos, right? Understand them, learn from them. Be open to that personal development and go connect 3 people as quickly as possible. That's when we start paying you. Once you have got 3 people that you have connected successfully into this business who pay their product successfully, we will start paying you money. It starts at 3. That's the magic number. It's your first goal at DuePoint. Goal number 1, find 3 people who pay successfully. If you can find 3 people, you can find 3,000. And if you connect 3,000 people personally into this business, I promise you this business will have paid you over R1 million. I guarantee it. How do I know that? Because we've got wealth engineers we've paid over R1 million to, and they haven't even connected close to 3,000 people. Not even close. And that's in the space of 24 months. Right? There's the social media platforms that we're available on. We're going to be launching Instagram and LinkedIn shortly. Right? Go connect with us on the social media channels. It's our opportunity to engage with all South Africans, wherever you are, urban areas, rural areas, farms, it doesn't matter. We do that through social media. Go get involved in the social media. The app's available for Apple and Android devices. And then very importantly, we've got merchandise on our online store. Go to our website, click on store, order merchandise for yourself. Why do I say that? Because when you go speak to people, they want to see that you're invested in the business. If you go join a proper company and you're involved in sales or marketing, even sometimes anyone in the business, do they get you business cards? They don't get you business cards? They do get you business cards. Why? Because you represent the business, right? It's part of business. When someone sits down in a meeting and they don't have a business card, you look like an amateur. I've been in business for 30 years. I understand this. If someone comes and has a meeting with me and they don't have business cards, I do not take them seriously. This amateur can't even afford 300 rand business cards. Now he wants to come garner business out of me. He's not invested in the business. He doesn't believe enough in the business that he can't even spend 300 rand. Get business cards. Get a notepad if you can't afford the business cards. Look like you represent DuePoint, that you're invested, that you love the business, right? That you're part of this brand, this culture, this community. Durban Encounters coming up. It's our first encounter. We've got 5 of them happening throughout South Africa over the next year. This is your opportunity to build your channel and in Durban. This is not for Durban people. This is for you, no matter where you are in the country, to invite people who are in Durban. And so all of us here in Joburg, we're going to go to Durban. We're going to go build our business out of Durban. There's lots of business in Durban. Lots of business in Durban, right? The wealth engineer that went to rank 9 in 5 months, from Durban. If you can switch on your Durban business, there's big money for you to be made there. It's for free. You can invite 1,000 people to this encounter if you want to. If you want to. You've got a month. 3 weeks. 3 weeks to invite as many people to the Durban encounter as possible. We've published all the dates on our Facebook page. Plan the rest of the year. Plan the rest of the year. You want a business that pays nationally. Then we've got a big announcement. We are cancelling our Friday intro presentations. So typically on Fridays at lunchtime, we used to have an intro presentation, right? We are replacing it. So we're cancelling the Friday intro presentation. This Friday will be the final presentation live on a Friday. We're not going to be doing that anymore, but we're introducing 2 new events. The one is called Boost Events, right? That's going to run in the week. And then we've got another event called Super Saturdays. So we're launching these 2 events on Saturday morning. So if you want to know what these Boost events are, what the Super Saturday is all about, you come to DuePoint, you tune in to DuePoint on Saturday morning. We will reveal a couple of announcements in terms of replacing what we're going to be doing on Fridays. More development, more excitement, more value for our wealth engineers, more ability to go build wealth for yourselves. We are thinking constantly of how to help you create wealth for yourself, right? So we're going to be announcing that on Saturday morning. And with that, folks, I thank you so much for your time this evening, for coming out for free tea and coffee and a little presentation, an invitation into business. Into business. There is no better opportunity in the country. There isn't. There isn't. Don't even come argue with me. You'll lose. There is no better business opportunity. The only difference is whether you're going to make a regular commitment to it or not. That's the only thing that matters. Who's going to tell people about DuePoint tonight? Everyone put your hand up, otherwise I'm locking you up in the office. I want you to have a good year. Have a good 2020. I don't want you stressing at the end of every single month. Stop stressing. Sort this out. We're making it easy for you. Download the app and start telling people. That's all you have to do, right? And in December, I want to see some new people with us in Mauritius. Actually, it might not be in Mauritius. Might not be Mauritius this year. But it's going to be 5-star. It's going to be business class. It's going to be overseas. And you get to Facebook those pictures to everyone. All those people that said no to you, they're going to see, hey, I should have joined that person. Look, now they're earning 20,000 Rand a month and going to Mauritius or wherever it is. Do that for yourself. Let 2020 be a great year. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck.